Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I decided to do finally my pregnancy Q&As slash chit chat because other than the fact of me mentioning that I was pregnant and then of course my delivery video, I never really talked about my pregnancy. Yeah, I kind of kept everything to myself, but I know you guys had some questions and I also added a few as well, maybe to clear up any questions you guys may have had for the time that I was pregnant, because this was my first pregnancy. So yeah, it was pretty exciting for me. So yeah, hopefully I don't leave anything unanswered, but I'll go ahead and start with the first one. So how did I find out I was pregnant? Well, I had been tracking my my cycles, and around the time that I thought I may have been pregnant, I was about, I think, 10 days or so late with my cycle, and I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe I should take a test. And my original thought was to do the test on Mother's Day, which was actually the day that I was leaving to go to the States. And that Saturday, the 13th, I was just too anxious and excited to know. So I asked my boyfriend, hey, do you think I should just take the test today instead of tomorrow? Because if I did it on the Sunday before I left, it would have been us finding out, and then 2 hours later I'm on the airplane going to the States. So we decided, yeah, let's just do it, today and see what happens. So I think I had a test here already because I was kind of suspecting something. I just wasn't sure when I wanted to do the test. So I took the test, and that one I believe was a digital one. And almost instantly, it said that I was pregnant. And so I started crying on the toilet, babe, I'm pregnant. Or I think I said babe, we're pregnant, or something like that. And he was still in bed because this was early in the morning. And he didn't have his lenses in. He's like, really? Oh, you have to bring me the test, I don't have my lenses in. So I took it to him, and then he's holding it close to his face. And then he was, of course, he was really happy, but we wanted to make sure. And I think he made a joke about it being twins or something like that, and he rubbed my belly. So we had went to breakfast, and I believe I bought another test, and this was just one where it shows the lines. It wasn't a digital one, because I trusted the first one pretty much, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a second digital test. So I came home and I peed on that one, and yeah, 2 lines right away. So yeah, I was really excited, and I cried again, and yeah, I was all dramatic and stuff, but yeah, I was really happy. And the second question, was it planned? Yes, it was planned. We had been talking about this since sometime last year, and I always said, before I was 30, I at least wanted to have one. And yeah, this year it just seemed well, last year anyways, to become pregnant, it just seemed like a good plan for us. So that's why I had been tracking my cycles and everything, because we were trying, and yeah, it was a good way to know I was pregnant pretty early, instead of finding out after I'm a couple months pregnant and maybe have been drinking or something. So yeah. And how did I tell my family? Well, for his mom and dad, I took the 2 tests. Of course, they were cleaned and wrapped in a Ziploc bag, but I packaged it in a box with these curly confetti kind of things, and kind of buried it underneath that. So when they opened the box and kind of dug through it, then they would pull it out and see that, yeah, I was pregnant. And that was yeah, we were at his parents' house to celebrate Mother's Day like a day early because I was leaving the next day anyways. So his mom found out that she was going to be a grandma, yeah, the day before Mother's Day, which was really nice. And his parents were like pretty happy, but I think they weren't expecting it right now. I think that they were thinking that we would wait a little bit longer, but yeah, but they were really excited. And now that he's here, yeah, they really love the little boy. For my mom, when I arrived in the States, I don't think I told her, or I might have told her the first day when I was there because I couldn't keep it to myself. I wanted to surprise her like with a test, but I was like sitting on her bed after I arrived at her house, and we were just like talking and stuff, and then I think I was getting ready to go to sleep or something like that, and I had gave her a hug, or I was telling her that I missed her or something, and I gave her a hug, and as we were like locked like in a hug, I said, "Mom, I'm pregnant." And then like she was like really surprised, but she knew that I wanted to also have a baby. So I'm sure she was kind of expecting it to come soon. And like out of all of her friends, I think she was the only one that wasn't a grandma, so yeah, her time was coming soon. And then with my grandpa, I think we were out eating, and somehow me and my mom told him or something like that, and that he was going to be a great grandpa. And then with my grandmother, we were out eating at like one of my favorite places, and my mom had already talked to a waitress or a manager or something there, and they came out towards the end of our meal with a piece of cheesecake. And I think she said something like, "Congratulations, Linda, I hear you will be a great grandmother." And my grandma is looking like, "Oh no, I think you have the wrong table." And then she looks over at me, and then my sister is also looking confused because yeah, she didn't know either. So my grandma's like looking at me, and then I started crying again, and then I like shook my head yes, and then like she was like, yeah, pretty excited too. And then my sister was crying, "Oh my god, Sissy, you're pregnant." Yeah, it was really nice. And then yeah, my grandma, of course, she couldn't like keep the news to herself, so she had already told her sister and my great grandpa already. She had told them before I got to, but yeah, it was really nice. And yeah, I think that was it for most of like the really close family, and everyone else just kind of slowly found out or through Facebook or something. But yeah. How much weight did I gain? I gained around 21 pounds, and now, okay, my baby boy is around, well, tomorrow he'll be 2 weeks old, and I only have, I think, about 2 pounds of the 21 pounds still here that's kind of hanging around. So it actually, everything like went away pretty fast, which I was surprised about. What symptoms did I have? Actually, I didn't really have any symptoms that I would hear people mention as far as, yeah, when they would complain about being pregnant. Let's see, in the very beginning, I did have a little bit of lightheadedness, yeah, just from the baby using up more of the blood, and then I didn't have enough, so I would get a little bit dizzy sometimes, but that would go away pretty much instantly after I sat down for like a minute or two. And then I would say maybe late in pregnancy, a little bit of heartburn. Of course, the normal, yeah, having to pee more often sometimes, but yeah, I didn't have any morning sickness. All of the tests that I had taken all came back normal, so I didn't have any gestational diabetes, so I could, yeah, continue eating how I had been. So yeah, everything actually went like really good. As far as yeah, the whole pregnancy until the contractions started, it was like perfect, pretty much, like no complaints. But yeah, once the contractions started, then I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I can have another kid. This is awful. I'm in too much pain. Yeah, it was so bad. Or maybe my pain tolerance is just really low. How many children do I want? Well, we actually talked about having 2. And now that we have 1, we'll see how that goes. And then we will maybe try planning for another. Or decide if we just want, you know, the 1 child. But my boyfriend always said that with 1, he believes, you know, the kid would be like really spoiled and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, I was an only child for almost 11 years, but yeah, even afterwards, I still think I was pretty spoiled anyway, so that may not make a difference. Did I have any cravings? As far as that, like a lot of people, yeah, crave like weird things. I didn't have any weird, like out of the norm cravings. Of course, like because of where I'm living now, I always, you know, miss my like Mexican food and, you know, things like that. But yeah, that's just normal for me, craving some things because I'm away from the States and it's not so easy to get it anymore. But yeah, no weird combinations of foods or something like that. Okay, was it difficult being away from friends and family while being pregnant? And I know a lot of people say it would be hard, but because my family is so spread out in the States anyways, I was destined to be away from the majority of them anyways, even if I was pregnant in the States. So that wasn't a big deal. And then his family is like really supportive, so I had a good support system. And also with him, he made everything so much better. Like I honestly don't see how some people could go through everything alone, because he made the experience, yeah, the whole pregnancy just so much easier for me. I could actually enjoy being pregnant. I didn't have any stress. And then as far as me telling my family, I did that when I went back to the States, and then I slowly told them. I think I was there for around a month. So and I was in Illinois and Colorado, and I have family in both places, so I was slowly like telling people as I like saw them, either just like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm pregnant, or like trying to surprise them in some kind of way. Did you have a feeling of what you were having before he was born, or before I knew it was a boy? I would say for us, I don't know if it's because I felt like my boyfriend wanted a boy, because you just think most guys want a boy. But we had actually only started picking out boys' names. We briefly, you know, went through a few girls' names, but yeah, we were more focused on like finding a boy name, and then we found out it was a boy. So I feel like I had this, yeah, this like sense that I was going to have a boy. And when was he born? So my baby boy, and I don't think I've actually said his name yet. His name is Giovanni. He was born on January 12th, so it was a Friday at 4:08 in the morning. And let's see, how did pregnancy affect your relationship? And I actually think I kind of touched on this in another question, that it brought us, yeah, closer together, because like he was being really supportive like during the whole process. Of course, it's not just me being pregnant, we are pregnant, and yeah, he just made everything so much easier for me, always there for me when I needed help, and you know, like as he should. But it's, and really like when the contractions and stuff started, like I feel like I saw like a whole different side of him, but I don't think he's ever seen me in so much pain either. So yeah, I felt like a big baby, and yeah, it didn't, yeah, it definitely helped a lot. Not that anything was like bad or something to begin with, but I think it just made us so much closer. And even now after the baby is here, yeah, there's no tension or oh, you know, I've been doing this, you haven't been helping with that. Like it's teamwork. I mean, we're both, you know, the parents. So yeah, it's actually been really good and I can't complain at all. He's a wonderful dad. Even though it's only been like 2 weeks, but yeah, he's really, really good with Giovanni. So I actually think that's about all I had, but I hope that I answered, yeah, most of your questions about like my time or experience being pregnant. And if there's something I forgot, you can leave like a comment or something below and I will answer it when I can. The little guy has me busy lately, so yeah, it's hard to record a little bit more. I'm actually recording right now while he's taking a nap. I'm surprised he hasn't cried yet. This little guy likes to eat way too much. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. So yeah, if you like the video, please like the video, thumbs up, and subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.